Ask yourself. July 23, 2015. As you meander along your journey, discovering new paths, uncovering new delights and ways that are meant to better your life, you come to the realization and the beauty of the law of cause and effect, otherwise known as karma. When you apply your energy and thoughts into good actions, good is what your outcome will be. When you make time to reflect, it is essential, dear ones, to ask yourself probing and thought-provoking questions that help to maintain a certain level of conscious awareness of where you are, what you have accomplished so far, and where your next adventure will come from. Through the time spent in reflection, you are able to decide which of your dreams, ambitions, or goals are most important, and see to developing the plans to make them happen. Conscious awareness, dear hearts, is a dynamic component to your ever-developing and ever-growing self. It opens doorways for many wondrous things to come your way. Reflection is more than spending time daydreaming of what was or what could be. You can maximize your time spent in reflection by asking yourself questions that require nothing less than honesty and truthfulness, questions that force you to think about how you are living and the way you perceive the world, regardless of how near or far. The greatest questions that you can ask yourself helps to usher in fresh perspectives and, more times than not, remind you who you really are and the possibilities you can aspire to become. Some of the questions you might ask yourself could be, if today was the last day of my life, what would I do? Or, you might ask yourself, who am I? If you have concerns regarding the future, then ask yourself, what is it that bothers you the most about the future and why? Every day you are given a new opportunity to rebirth yourself, letting go of old fears in favor of new and improved light ways of living and being. As you are reflecting, take some time to really get to the root of what you fear and why this fear has prevented you from moving forward in the direction you would prefer. Many people, when it is time to reflect and think about what they want out of life, often ask themselves questions concerning what matters to them the most. These kinds of questions are very important. And from the answers you accumulate, are you able to recognize where, why, and how you matter? Can you easily determine what it is you are doing with the things that matter most to you? As you meet up with other people or mingle with strangers, as you wait to board a bus or walk through one of your busy shopping centers, have you smiled at anyone, for no reason other than to smile warmly towards them? Self-reflection often brings people to uncomfortable memories where they might have given up on one thing or another. Have you had to give up on something? How has giving up on something impacted your life? Can you determine if you have grown wiser, stronger, or more courageous? Can you pick out the positives from any negative experience? Life, as you know, can be tricky, sometimes difficult and surprising. Along the way you meet many people, some with good intentions and others with not so good intentions. Can you recall easily any acts of kindness that were offered your way, and have you since then reciprocated those acts of kindness towards someone else? There are so many questions you can ask yourself that will probe old memories, stir up possibly old wounds, but maybe those old wounds need to be stirred up in order for you to see what has occurred clearly, without the heaviness of attached emotion that often distorts, and to provide yourself the healing that you truly need, the healing through acceptance, love, and forgiveness. Are there things about yourself you wish to change? If someone were to ask you what is most important, to give love or to receive love, what would you say? If you have problems trusting people, can you answer yourself as to why? Can you honestly answer if you have talked more than what you have actually done so far with your life? As you can see, dear hearts, the questions can be endless and about anything, but it is the answers that come forth, the answers that come from an honest heart, that provide you with the richest of understandings about yourself. As we have said, some questions will make you feel uncomfortable, but it is necessary to remember that they provide you with invaluable insight about yourself and offer guidance to how to bring change into your life that is long-lasting and offer fulfillment, joy, and an overall feeling of satisfaction. It is important to ask yourself probing questions every day. It does not matter how enthusiastic you are regarding a new project you have just begun, or a new direction that suddenly opened up and drew you to it. There will be days that your motivation will lag, And it is during those days that you need to make time to question yourself, and to take time for self-reflection. It does more good than you realize. And so it is. I am Archangel Uriel through Julie Miller. spiritualnetworks.com